Hey guys, what is up? I'm going to be doing a overview type video about the new Nerf Zombiestrike Dominator or Doominator. I'm not really sure, there's two O's. Dominator would sound really cool, however it appears to be Doominator, which is a little awkward in my opinion, but it's just been announced today actually. So I wanted to take a look at it like some other people have been doing recently on YouTube, as I had a couple actually interesting thoughts about this particular blaster, so I wanted to try to share them with you. Now, originally I'd recorded this on multiple screens, so the aspect ratio was like really weird, so I'm going to try to keep it all on one screen for the purposes of this video. Okay, now basically what happened is this was seen actually just today. But I wanted to show you some cool features I thought about this blaster. Before it actually comes out, everything is subject to change as this blaster hasn't actually been released yet. So this is just my best guess, however my opinion is pretty much as valid as anyone's at this point. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what I think it's going to be like, at least, because I had some interesting thoughts after looking at this shell. So basically what it appears to be is something similar to the Flip Fury, however it's slightly larger and has 2 extra turrets for a total of 24 darts, assuming that there are in fact 6 darts in each turret, which there appear to be. So I'm going to be going with that as my first thought, that this just appears to be pretty much like a larger Flip Fury, and it would most likely operate in a similar way except for one feature, but I'll go over that in a second. Starting with the front, doesn't look like an end strike attachment, not a big deal in my opinion. I don't really think you would put anything on it. The front back here, where the darts would obviously go through the fake barrel or the faux barrel, is a very similar cutout to the Flip Fury, which obviously, again, I think this is a very similar blaster. You appear to have a front sight here, but not really a back sight that would line up with it, which, I mean, has been done before by Nerf. It's not really a big deal. Moving back, you have the 4 turrets and a rotation mech, which appears to be, like I said, exactly identical to the Flip Fury. And I was assumed that this just rotates the turrets. Another thing that I've noticed is you probably just reload it similar to the Flip Fury, where this one turret would be in almost like a click into certain positions, whereas the other 3 turrets would most likely free rotate. Down here we appear to have a clip, or for like a bandolier or like a sling system, like a mounting point, I guess. On the Flip Fury this went along this whole distance, as you can see here. But like I was saying, I really didn't like that, so hopefully that's actually the final product and it's not actually like this, because that kind of bothers me on the Flip Fury, just as from a cosmetic standpoint. Now, another thing I noticed, which is my main point of this video, is the Flip Fury, as you can see here, has a priming rod, like bar slide thing at the top, whereas this one appears to be one solid piece of the shell, as you can tell indicated by the point back, the sling attachment point back here. We're into this like short stock thing, which I don't think anyone's really going to use because that's really short. Or it might be larger, I don't know, it hasn't actually been released yet, we don't know the scale of the particular blaster, but assuming that the turrets are similar size to the other ones, which wouldn't be out of the question, I'd assume that this is kind of too short to be a stock. But anyway, that gives me to my point that I actually think that it's going to be primed by this front piece up here, as you can tell by this appearing to be one solid piece of plastic and there being a sling attachment point, whereas you can actually see a little gap right up here, similar to in a picture of a Flip Fury. You can see this little gap up here, indicating that it's a separate piece and would actually move independently. I think that's going to be the case here, and this whole blaster is going to prime off of this front piece. So that's pretty much what I'm assuming to be the Flip Fury. It appears to be, like I said, or not the Flip Fury, the Dominator or Doominator, whatever you want to call it, the new Zombiestrike blaster. But anyway, that's just my thoughts about the particular blaster. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I thought it was interesting when I put a little bit of thought into the blaster. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'm going to be posting this to my YouTube page as well, maybe the Nerf subreddit, so we'll see what some other people think. But that's just my thoughts about the particular blaster. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.